Cost you nothing to hit that like button, family. Big Chap TV, where you know you gon' see that truth, that now this game so free. He give it a cut, that's how it's gotta be. It's Big Chap TV.
What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Tory Lanez. I know the world know, we all know now that Tory Lanez was hit up and 14 times stabbed in the federal system. Serious situation. We also know that this situation happened after he got exposed that he's not guilty by the bodyguard of the girl Kelsey that was fighting that night, the ex-friend of Megan Thee Stallion, saying she admitting that she was the one that shot Megan Thee Stallion, right? Now, before we get into details, Tory Lanez was exposing the industry and the secrets of these streaming services and how they get money off of them, and individuals not making none, and he was making things happen himself, fam, and he was exposing what it really was. So it was a lot of big wigs in the industry, you know, when they come to, it's just like back in the days when Jay Prince, all them got together and was finna form this record label, and they put a stop to it. So once you get to moving in a certain light in the industry, fam, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a hierarchy. Let me put it like that. So you got to stay in your place. If you don't, things like what's happening in Tory Lanez can happen, and we seeing it happen. I'm just being real. Now it done got real. Because his lawyer have came out and said that this situation happened after the bodyguard was exposing that Tory Lanez is not guilty. Then he got stabbed. She said it was a hit on Tory Lanez life, and he not safe. He need to be released. He need a new trial. All these different things. And fans is saying Jay-Z and Roc Nation is behind this hit on Tory Lanez. Mind you, Tory Lanez was exposing the industry before he got incarcerated about the streaming services and all these different things, and he was getting money with his people on his own, like with fans, like, and he started to make it happen. So people believe that you know, the hierarchy in the hip-hop game in the world, like they shutting a lot of us black people down, fam, if you get too big-headed, like a Kanye West or whatever the case might be, and are the ones that's incarcerated, like a P. You got P. Diddy, like you got to move careful. Now, if the lawyer's saying that it was a hit on him, fans are saying this is Jay-Z and Roc Nation put this hit on fam. Now, I don't know how true that is. You know, y'all can take that with the conspiracy theories or whatever the case, how an individual want to do it, but I know that this was a hit on this man. Come on now. He had no beef with the Mexican. This was a paid hit after getting exposed that he's not guilty. It looked like the system period wanted Tory Lanez gone because the evidence didn't rely on, it didn't overweigh him going to prison. It wasn't overwhelming evidence against this man. They just convicted him. And now you got the bodyguard of the girl Kelsey saying, man, I overheard them saying this. The man, fingerprints or nothing went on the gun, fam. A lot of people get wrongly convicted. Did Jay-Z have something to do with this? Did Roc Nation, is Jay-Z that type nigga on the low? I mean, you can never tell right now in today's time when it comes to people. I can't see it happening, but it may be happening, fam. Because when it comes to billions of dollars and the person know the game, you know, he was finna bust the code wide open. You feel me? Tory Lanez was finna bust the code. He was sharing it with the world. And so even his father feel the same type way I'm speaking about his son, fam. Now this is alleged with Jay-Z. This is alleged with Roc Nation. But I've seen, like Martin Luther King, individuals, when they come to that dollar, fam, turn to a whole evil demon, homie. And this situation with Tory Lanez being stabbed 14 times, like this man could have been gone, man. His lungs collapsed, all that, fam. That's how real it is in the field. And I was just saying, he's saying like I was getting my, I was praying to God, making peace with God because he thought he was finna go. He was losing so much blood. It's lucky he's still here, all in the back of the head, all this. Man, the Mexican hit him up bad, bro. And so when the security guard seen that, like, man, I can't let an innocent man be in prison like that. I got to tell him, what I know. Because that man could have been died in prison for nothing, and he wasn't even guilty for the things that he in prison for. You feel me? So that'll play on individuals, fam. It's real in this field when it's come to the money game. Who put a hit on Tory Lanez? Somebody had to put a hit on Tory Lanez. It ain't no other way around the wood. What happened? He had no beef. A lot when it first came about, they said he was beefing with the Mexicans. It's finna, it wasn't none of that. This was a solo incident, fam. And he had been on the yard, like his lawyer was saying, for 2 years. Ain't nobody touched him. Tory Lanez was helping people out, like literally. Everybody was loving Tory Lanez out on the yard, fam, and his character. And this one individual just pop up and do this for nothing, no particular reason at all, so to speak. Yeah, it's something bigger than the surface, fam. Individuals got reaches in the prisons, the federal system, in the jailhouses. That's more easy to get it done. You got individuals in there got a lot of time and ready for it. Long as they know they books gonna be straight. Man, I'm telling you, bro. This world we living in and Tory is feeling, just imagine, bro. Whether you guilty or not, going over there and get hit up like that. That's why I say you get incarcerated. You don't know if you're going to come back, bro. You don't know if you're going to come back home. You dancing with a lot of demons. Megan, I don't even think she felt the way. Well, if he shot her, just so to speak, should she feel the way? To see a man almost being on his deathbed that you would have friendship with or whatever the case might be. But this situation is twisted all the way around, and I can't see Tory Lanez shoot Megan Thee Stallion at the level that he was. A lot of stuff I can't see in the world, and it be real. I had to pay attention to it. This could be that. She could be telling the truth. But on the evidence side, what's weighing, it looked like Tory Lanez did not do what he incarcerated fam for. It looked like people want Tory Lanez head from the streets, goddamn, to the federal system, all the way around, fam, to the hip-hop game. So this is the dangerous situation homie is in, if it is a hit on his life. You feel me? Because once an individual get released, and I want to see what the judge is going to do. Is they going to release Tory Lanez? Is they going to give Tory Lanez a new trial? Because it's a lot of people fighting for that right now after this last situation went down. And I think he deserved a new trial because a lot of evidence that was in the play, they didn't allow. And I think they need to allow it, fam, so it can give an overall picture on what really happened that night with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. But make sure you hit that like button, family, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.